Is the new version of The Running Man starring Glen Powell better than the 1987 version starring Arnold Schwarzenegger? I just watched the version of The Running Man that came out last year. I'm going to give my thoughts on it, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it. I'm going to rate it and tell you if you should cue it or screw it. So let's start talking about the two leads. In the 80s, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger, probably the biggest action movie star of the decade. And now we have Glen Powell, who's sort of becoming the it guy for leading men, action movies, things like that, with his success in Twisters and other projects he's in. The two leading men don't really compare very much to me at all. The 80s version, Arnold was a gung-ho action hero. He was buff, he was huge, he was big, he could fight back. He had military capabilities. He was driving the action. The Glen Powell version is a capable guy, but he's basically running away the whole time, which I guess the running man, he's gonna be running and not fighting. But in an action film, you want your leading guy to be capable of fighting back, of bringing it to the people chasing him. He never feels like in control, and when he is cornered in a one-on-one fight, it's clear he's vastly inferior to everybody chasing him. That was not the case in the 80s version. Those hunters had advantages over Arnold and he still beat them, which shows that he was a well-trained killing machine in that one and not so much in this one. The hunters themselves are very different in both films. The 87 version was kind of campy and the hunters had little themes, like one was ice skated on an ice rink and he had a hockey getup with the stick being a weapon. We had a guy with a flamethrower. We had Dynamo. He sang opera and rode around in a little cart and it was had electricity powers and shot people. It sounds silly, but it gave the hunters a little more personality and a little more character, and it made it really fun. It was like really fun. In this film, it's just a bunch of masked men that we couldn't give two shits about. This is the same issue I have in so many action films that come out now. The villains, the people hunting him, the people being killed, basically the fodder, they are no names, they are nobody, they have no personality, you don't even see their face. Same thing happens in John Wick. He kills like 100 people, you don't see a single person's face, and it's so you don't associate with them and they can keep killing people, keep that R rating, and the deaths don't matter. None of these deaths matter. When he's killing these hunters, they're all masked. We don't know the person behind any of these people except two of them. And it's a huge deal because it's so generic. It's just a bunch of dudes wearing masks chasing him. It's not fun. It's not exciting. It's not silly. It's not campy. It's boring. It's lazy. I hate when action films do this. And this was a perfect example. When they showed the 5 hunters coming after our hero, Ben Richards, I was like, man, it's just not the same feel as the 80s version, which was so much fun. And I think that's an important thing. Action films are supposed to be fun. Yes, you can have a message. Yes, you can have visceral, brutal violence. Neither of these films actually did, by the way. But in all, they're supposed to be fun. This isn't a film that you're going to go and be scared in or do some deep thoughts or learn something like a historical drama. This is fun. This is supposed to be a fun popcorn movie. And when you can take liberties in fun movies. When you have the chance to have this crazy world where these people are literally hunting someone for sport, for a game, for an audience, and the best you can do is just have them wear a mask the whole time, it's like, man, come on. Now, the whole world and the setting of both films is very different. In the 1987 version, it's a more self-contained film where Arnold is forced to go on this game show, and it's sort of like an arena and with stages, and he goes from stage to stage. They're themed, and he has to fight the hunters in these stages to the death. And in the Running Man 2025 version, Glen Powell basically joins this game show and he has to survive 30 days out in the wild with everyone going after him, people reporting him, spotting him, and he has to do whatever he wants, but he has to survive. The only caveat is he has to record himself and drop a tape every day so that I guess he wouldn't just like go in a bunker and stay there for 30 days. So in that regard, the 1987 version is vastly superior. I also like the small feel of it because it seems more believable. It's like you're put in this arena and you have to survive. I get it, it'll be hard, and it makes sense to me. That's why he's not running away. In The Running Man, it's like, I know they can track you, and I know they have DNA sniffers and advanced technology and stuff. Actually, I found the 1987 version tighter, and it, strangely enough, made more sense. When he starts running, And when he gets to the plane where the finale takes place on this jet thing, that part was kind of interesting because he's putting on disguises. He's running from hideout to hideout. He's being chased by all these people. People are reporting him. He's running, he's escaping, he's meeting people. You're hearing about the conspiracies of this show. That's pretty interesting. I feel like they had the idea to make a fun action film, and they just figured out a bunch of cool scenes and a bunch of characters and cameos, like William H. Macy playing his friend and supplier, and Michael Cera playing this kind of underground, nut job that helps him out, but it didn't land for me. There's no comparison between the game show host. Richard Dawkins is in the original. Dolman Domingo plays just some random character in this one, and it's like, it's cool and all, but it doesn't compare to Rich, because that was meta too, because he was an actual game show host at the time, hosting like Family Feud and other shows. So it was like really weird to see him hosting a fictional game show where people fight to the death. It was very strange and very interesting. So which film is better? To me, it's not even close. The Arnold Schwarzenegger 1987 version is vastly superior. If I had to rate the 2025 version, I give it like a 2.5 to 3 stars out of 5. Again, I would cue it with the caveat if there's nothing better to watch, but this is like right on the cusp of me not being able to recommend it. The best sequences happen when he's in the hotel early on, escaping from that, he blows it up. And then the next best sequence would probably be when he meets Michael Cera's character in that house and the fight they do. Although it becomes sort of like Home Alone with the traps and everything, which is another weird thing. Do me a favor, leave me a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel, help me grow. Really need your help. It'll be really appreciated. If you're looking for a more fun, well put together action film, I did a review of Upgrade, which you can see on the screen now. Check that out. I think you'll enjoy it a lot more than this one. And as always, stop scrolling, start watching.